This is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's August 21st, 2026. Looking at the satellite imagery this morning, you can see there's a area low pressure off to our west, and then high pressure pretty much to our southeast. We are in this big ridge of high pressure today, so we're kind of at the peak, bringing warm temperatures. But you can see cloud coverage is going to begin to flow into the area with that southwest flow and monsoonal moisture with it. We are starting out the morning on the low end of moderate for smoke. That is coming from the Crooked Fire, which is northwest of us. So that is kind of directly east of Idaho City. I will give a separate update on this because there are some closures in place for some of the trails out here, but no campgrounds are closed at this point. But we have been seeing some fire smoke from it. This is from last night. Some smoke settled down into the valley from the north, and that should kind of break away this morning as the winds push that out. But tonight, it looks like there is going to be some potential smoke for in the Sawtooth Valley before that system comes through on Saturday, and we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens with that. But it looks like they might have it. Well, they have a bunch of crews working on it. I won't get too much into it. Today's high is going to be in the mid 90s, so pretty warm with that ridge of high pressure. That will break down tomorrow with a cold front that comes through. Ahead of that cold front, though, looks like we are going to see some showery activity. Play the HRRR model right here. So isolated showers start to begin after 3 p.m. in the white clouds. And then you can see that moisture just starts to work its way up from the south ahead of that cold front. And quite a bit of scattered rain showers. Not as much. There might be some isolated thunder in there, but most of our thunderstorms look like they're going to happen tomorrow. But it does look like good chance for getting some rain tonight, maybe a couple booms. And then tomorrow that picks up with more chance of thunder showers in the afternoon. And you can just kind of start to make that out towards the end of this run. But that's kind of showing up with the greatest amount of thunderstorms for tomorrow, Saturday afternoon. And mostly, kind of across the whole Central Mountains, but most of it is going to be kind of in that white clouds, Sawtooth, white clouds area. Rainfall amounts with this are going to be fairly light. You could pick up some kind of brief downpours underneath those thunderstorms, but overall not picking up too much rain out of this one, although the HRRR kind of does look like it's going to rain quite a bit. Looking at the 500 millibar chart for the GFS, here's that system over to our west. That's going to start introducing that moisture in there. Saturday afternoon, that cold front comes through, bringing with it those afternoon thunder showers and dropping the temperatures down into the mid 80s. And that departs and still keeps that door open for monsoonal moisture to work its way in with chances of isolated thunder showers through the beginning of next week. You can start to see another tropical depression forming out in the coast. And I'll fast forward this a little bit. We do have some more systems coming through next week from the northwest. It seems like they just keep coming, or it's that time of the year where we're getting those systems rolling down there. I wanted to show you this thing coming up here. This is different than the Euro, but this, the GFS run has this tropical storm that looks like it's going to become a hurricane. And this is really far out in the future, coming up the coast of Baja, and then introducing possibly moisture into our area here. So a few years ago, we saw a storm come up this way and actually kind of make landfall. It wasn't as a hurricane, but it was a tropical storm at that point, I think, and brought pretty significant rains to Idaho with that. So that's really far out in the future, but kind of cool to see that on the model run. Just to give you a different version of this, the Euro, another kind of mid-range forecast tool, has that thing going out to the west. So it's kind of a 50-50 split at this point whether we're going to see anything of that, but I thought I'd bring it up because it's pretty cool to see. This is our rainfall through the weekends. Really not just a couple hundreds of an inch showing up on the MBM model. Again, the HRRR looks like it's going to be more than that. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Uh, Looks like it's going to rain, but for some reason the MBM model is just not showing that. So we'll kind of have to wait and see. I trust the HRRR more because it's a good short-term modeling tool.